The silver wolf king stared at the back of the departing Long Yi with a profound expression in its eyes before turning around and running into the forest with its children. The sun was already setting in the west, and only its afterglow was warming this world. Along with the wind, the leaves were rustling, and the long shadow of one human and one horse could be seen running back towards the city. Before anything else, Long Yi used a light element magic spell, heal on the wound of his back to stop the bleeding. Without any extra effort, he also cast this healing spell on the unconscious young girl and that unicorn. But the effect of this elementary heal magic of the light element was really not that effective. Long Yi took the horse towards the nearby brook which he had discovered, where he immediately brought the unconscious young girl down from the unicorn and laid her down on the meadow. Looking at that unconscious young girl who was still knitting her beautiful brows and her gorgeous cheeks that were somewhat stiff cold, Long Yi smiled and patted her cheeks as he spoke to himself, or even while unconscious, she still has the air of arrogance like this. Euro trademark s a little bit better for a girl to be gentle and soft Euro. Long Yi saw that blood was still flowing from the several wounds on her body, and her face was becoming redder by the minute. It seems she was having a high fever, and if he did not do anything about it, she might just burn herself into an idiot. Long Yi stood up, and a sharp pain came from the wound on his back, but he just gritted his teeth and endured the pain as he looked around for a while. He seemed to have caught sight of something as his eyes shined and he took big strides towards the brook. As he reached the bank of the brook, he pulled out a purple-colored small grass growing by the bank and started to chew on it. After a short while, he happily smiled as he managed to determine that this purple-colored small grass has a hemostatic effect despite him not being a medical expert. After chewing a large amount of purple small grass into a paste, Long Yi casually applied it on the wound on his back to stop the bleeding before doing anything else. But when the time came for Long Yi to apply this medicine on the wounds of the young girl, he started to feel awkward. This young girl had two relatively deeper wounds on her body compared to the rest, and coincidentally, these two wounds were located on her left breast and her inner thigh. These two wounds were located at the most sensitive spots of the girl, and what if the young girl woke up when he was applying the medicine? Long Yi felt a headache coming up as he thought about what would happen if she were to wake up while he was applying the medicine. CreativeNovels.com approved only. For a second, Long Yi hesitated. As he extended his hands and started removing her skin-tight armor, Long Yi was muttering in his heart, saving a life is more important, so, for the time being, I am a substitute for a doctor yes, a doctor who only cares about his patients But very quickly, Long Yi discovered that what those doctors said about only caring about their patients was utter and complete bullshit. He would never believe that there were doctors who would not have any dirty thoughts when they were physically examining beautiful young girls or young married women. At the very least they would have a euro. When Long Yi saw that tightly bounded firm and upright collapse, he was completely dazed, and unconsciously swallowed a mouthful of saliva. Most likely due to her Duki cultivation, this young girl trademark's soft breast was especially firm and well knit. Even without touching, he knew that the elasticity of these breasts was absolutely the best. The pink pearls on the top of her breasts, which were standing proudly, slightly quivered when the wind blew. Even if a saint saw this, they would immediately become a perverted beast. Especially so, Long Yi was no saint. In addition to his agitated breathing, little Long Yi was already hard. Euro trademark's not like he had transcended worldliness and attained holiness, rather, the wound on her left breast constantly took his attention. Long Yi took a deep breath, as he stabilized his swaying state of mind. After that, he grabbed the herbal medicine which was mushed by him and applied it to the wound on her left breast. His big hand finally came into contact with the soft and white creamy soft peaks of this young girl, and his hand was filled with elasticity. Feeling these, Long Yi Euro trademark's hand quivered. Inside his heart, Long Yi was yelling out about how it felt Euro. The hand of Long Yi was pressed down on the left breast of this young girl, as he slowly and evenly spread the medical herb. It looked as if Long Yi was addicted to that soft and pleasurable feeling, but the neigh of the unicorn standing beside them abruptly woke him up. Long Yi stared straight at her, he kept on staring at her slightly quivering pink pearls atop her breasts, and he curiously flickered it with his 2 fingers. After that, seeing that rapidly standing upright cherry due to his simulation, Long Yi lightly smiled, a truly a cute little thing a. After smiling at his lecherous act, Long Yi used both of his hands to tear the clothes around the thigh area of that young girl. Along with a tearing sound, a big hole appeared, which exposed her wound and also a large area of her fine and smooth skin. After that, a unique aroma which was mixed with the smell of blood entered his nose. Or as they say, stinking man, aromatic woman. These words are really not wrong. Even the strong smell of blood is still unable to cover up the fragrance of this girl Long Yi muttered to himself. He parted the legs of this young girl so that he could apply the medicine easily, but Long Yi suddenly became slow-witted. As it turns out, he probably used too much strength while tearing her pants. The hole he tore was too large, and reached her extremely private parts, as he could see several dark shiny curled up naughty hairs that peeked out from the edges of the hole in her pants. Seeing this erotic scene, Long Yi could feel hot liquid threatening to flow out of his nose as he almost had a nosebleed. Easy no evil, see no evil Long Yi squinted his eyes and muttered continuously while applying herbal medicine to her wound. Long Yi himself didn't trademark know that, whether this was deliberate or not, his hand was actually rather inclined to one side. The greater part of his palm was pressing at the center of her soft mystical thigh. A trace of warmth was transferred to his heart from his palm, causing Long Yi to quiver slightly. Instinctively, Long Yi trademark's middle finger pressed forward. Unexpectedly, his finger sunk inside, as it slightly entered the mysterious crack of this young girl. Refreshing. So comfortable Long Yi moaned inside his heart, and he was somewhat reluctant to take his finger out. Using his willpower, which could be said to have the power to fight against tigers and lions, Long Yi finally spat out a mouthful of impure air and stabilized his state of mind. The firepower of this little girl is too big, still, I need to get it done quickly Long Yi quickly applied herbal medicine to the wound of her thigh, after which he ripped a cloth and wrapped up her wounds. After everything was complete, Long Yi heaved a long sigh of relief, and hastily took out a piece of long gown from his space ring, and he covered the lovely body of that young girl, which was revealing a scenery of spring. CreativeNovels.com approved only. As for the high fever, Long Yi didn't trademark have any good methods. He could only use his internal force to protect the vitality of this girl, then use a cold ice magic spell to create some ice cubes, which he would wrap in a piece of cloth to place it on her forehead. The sun had completely sunk into the horizon, and night wind was lightly moving as if the hand of the loving mother was softly caressing her child. At this time, the eyelashes of Yu Feng lightly moved. When she slowly opened her eyes, all she saw was the brilliantly shining stars in the starry sky. Am I not dead? Yu Feng felt pain from her body, and immediately remembered the tall and straight figure in the middle of dire wolves' crowds which she had seen before she had lost her consciousness. She instantly thought, was I rescued by him, With some effort, Yu Feng looked up and saw the figure of a person who was lazily lying on a huge stone which was at the side of the brook. He had placed one of his legs on top of the another, both of his hands were at the back of his head, and it looks like he was biting on a piece of grass in his mouth. Due to the darkness, the face looked somewhat hazy. Such a beautiful moonlit night, this really gives me poetic inspiration that figure suddenly somewhat vaguely whispered. Yu Feng was dumbfounded. If this person is a bard, then how did he save me from dire wolves' crowd? Report this ad. Just at that moment, that figure cleared his throat, and suddenly spoke. Ocean, you are full of water. Fine horse, you have 4 legs As she heard this, Yu Feng was completely dumbfounded, and a lovely chuckle lightly echoed out in the night sky.